Hello students, welcome back class 11. Okay, so class 11 chapter 9 is running. Okay, but in chapter 9, after completing chapter 9, there are some important command structure and syntax for examination point of view. So I want to discuss here. Okay students, so you can see other commands. Okay, last time I have discussed about group by command. Other commands for only revision purpose. Okay, suppose to add a new column in a table, so what is the command? Here I am giving one example. Suppose you have a state column you want to add, so we can use alter table. Okay, student, then we can use add, and then we can use state, and we can mention our data type, or finally we can use semicolon. Suppose you want to add a new column with constraint. Okay, so here you can see our check constraint. Okay, because in country new column I want to use only India and Nepal. Okay, so here we can use, I want to insert first country column, so alter table student add. Okay, we can use country, then data type character 25, but here I want to add new thing, check country in India and Nepal. So when you input in country, so you only input India and Nepal. Okay, suppose you want to, here last time character is 25, but I want to change 25 to 30, so I want to change the data type size. So what is the command? We can use alter table student. Okay, so here we can use modify state character 30. Modifying, next is modifying data in tables. Okay, suppose you want to change, this is a alter command used to add a new column, change the name of the column, change the data type, but I want to change the data, so here we can use update command. Okay, suppose here student ID is 101, and in student ID 101 I want to reduce 10 marks. Only student ID 101 I want to reduce 10 marks. So we can write this command, update marks. Marks is our table name. We can use set. Our column name is marks is equal to marks minus 10. Okay, but where SID is equal to 101. So only 101 student ID of marks column will reduce minus 10. Suppose next example is modifying data in tables. Okay, so all the Hindi subject will replace by maths. So we can use update marks set subject is equal to maths. Okay, this will change, but where subject into Hindi, so only Hindi subject will search, and Hindi subject will replace by maths. Deleting all rows. Suppose you want to delete all the rows of any table. Suppose here I am taking marks table, so delete from marks, so it will delete all the rows. But you want to delete selectively, so delete a single row, so we can use delete from marks where SID is equal to 101. So this command will delete only student ID 101 data, not all. Suppose you want to delete complete table including all rows with including all columns, so we can use drop table student. So this alter command, this update command, this delete command is important command. Okay, so you keep the example in mind and structure with the help of example. Now important select command I want to discuss. Okay, so this command will helpful in examination purpose. Suppose to display the data of display, here I am showing displaying, showing, viewing. Okay, viewing data, complete data of a table including all rows and all columns. So we can use select star from, here I am using example student. So select star from student semicolon. So it will display all the columns and all the rows of student table. Only selected column, so we clearly mention select and our which column we want to see, so you can clearly mention the name of the columns. Suppose I want to see SID, S name, and from is compulsory, then we will mention the table name and semicolon. I want to see only selected row, so we always use where. Only selected row we can use where, so we can write select star from student. Star means all rows, all columns, we can say all columns from student where SID is equal to 101. So all the detail of 101 including SID, name, city, state, mobile number of student ID 101 you will see. Okay, only selected row with selected column. So where S name is equal to Rohit, this is our selected row, but we want to say selected column. So SID S name, only Rohit student ID or S name will display. So we can say selected row, where always capture selected row, and after select command we will mention the column name. So here you can say selectively columns. Here I am using date of birth column. Okay, so select SCT, SID. We can change the order of our column name from student. Okay, where date of birth greater than 1993 and 06, so 11. So all the date from 11 June 1992 greater this date will show only SCT and SID. We can maintain multiple conditions. So here you can see only SID 101 and here you can see and S name is equal to Rohit. So you can see here we will mention multiple condition with the help of and, but and always for compulsory condition. So student 101 and must be Rohit. So this selected role will display. But you can also set the optional condition. So we instead of and you can mention or only either student ID 101 or Hitesh or both. So this selected row you will see. Okay. So we can use where and or for select optional value. Now if you want to not display duplicate data of any column, so you must use select distinct. Here for remove duplicate data for viewing purpose, so we must use distinct. In bracket we can mention column name from marks. So distinct for to avoid duplicate data for viewing purpose. Suppose you want to display duplicate data, simply we can use select, then we can use all, and we can mention which column you want to see all the data. Simply we can write column name, or you can also use all. Here I want to say SID from marks. Suppose you want to see data in range, so we can use where in marks column from between 40 and 60. So all the data between 40 and 60 will display. Okay, so where you can see and which column, SID and a subject. And same command you can write in this style. Okay, here between, here we can use marks greater than equal to 40 and marks less than equal to 60. So these conditions, so either we can use between style, either we can use greater than is equal to 40 and marks less than is equal to 60. So this range of data of marks column will come and you will see only SID and subject. Now suppose you have multiple data you want to see. So here I am using where SCT in Kota, Pali. So only Kota or Pali SCT data will come, and on Kota, Pali you can see SID and S name. And you can reverse the process. Here you can mention not in. So means except Kota and Pali, remaining all data you can see. So but here SID and S name will display. Okay. Here you can see like. You can see like. So like only for pattern matching. Okay. In single quotes you can see before and after single quotes you can see. Okay. Here R percentage, R mode. So R mode means all the name, S name start with R letter. All the name start with R letter will show. Here you can see percentage then R. So ending name hold R, but before ending R and before anything, okay. So you can see. So we can use like, and here SID S name you can see. Here you can see in middle R, but before after any data may be. So we can use before after and mode and will select. Here you can see select SID S name from student where S name like. So in single quotes we can use R, then we can use underscore, so we can control the length, using underscore. But here like is compulsory. Here SID SNAME from student, where SNAME like, okay, in single quotes, start last letter must be A, and before any 3 letters we can think will search. Now if you want to search blank values, empty values you want to see, so you must use is. So select SID SNAME from student where state is null. So state data, blank data you can see of state, and without blank data you can see is not null. Okay, all the state will you can see data, but is not null you can see. Now here you can see new thing is order by we can our data in ascending or descending order you can see. So here I am using order by SNAME. So our SNAME will arrange A to Z, and you can see SID and SNAME. And if you want to show the data in descending order, so we can use order by SNAME DESC. D means Z to A. So all the name SNAME will arrange in Z to A. Then you can see SID and SNAME. Okay, so this example you keep in mind. Okay, structure and example, where you like is important, where you can use, where you can use between, ascending descending we must use order by command. Okay, now you want to see some calculation. Okay, in marks column you want to see all the marks sum, so simply we can use sum in bracket marks. Okay, sum. Suppose you want to count, simply you can use select in count, so all the marks will count. Suppose you want to see the highest marks, so simply we can use max, in bracket we can mention any numerical column name, so it will display maximum value. The opposite of maximum we can use mean. So in marks minimum value you will see. Okay, minimum value you can see, so lowest marks you can see. So you can see sum, max, mean, average. Okay, this is our aggregate function. Aggregate function means when we have set of value, then after that, after in result we will get a single value, average. Now sum, count, max, mean, average, you can see all the result in at a time you can see. So you can mention this in separately, you can mention in one line, select average marks, comma, count marks, comma, max marks, comma, minimum marks, comma, sum marks, and from marks table, because marks table we know very well. So all the output separately, but all the output you see in one line. Okay, suppose you want to not count duplicate, so simply first we distinct SID, so it will avoid duplicate data, and duplicate data it will not get. And after that we can use count function, so only see our exact students ID. Okay, so using this style we can see. If you want to count duplicate, so simply you can use without distinct, you use SID, so it will count all the data. Okay, so this is important. To avoid duplicate we can use distinct. To count duplicate, so simply directly we can use, and we can use count and any from table. And if you want to see the structure of table with column name and data type and other details, so we can use DAC. DAC means describe, and you can mention any table name, suppose student or marks, anything. Then we can see a viewing a table structure. So today I am showing, today my main purpose is to see the structure and example for examination purpose, how to use like, order by. Okay, so this structure and sequence is important. Okay students, so this is important example. Okay, next time I will show in practically in MySQL how to perform. Okay students, so okay students, thank you so much.